At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. My name is Adam. Sorry, it's been a few days. Had to go back home, a little vacation, see some family. Now we're back at it, back in action. And sorry for the sound quality. Had a little microphone drop last stream. Need to totally forgot about that. Need to reorder one. Get a new camera as well. Upgrade the quality of this stream. I think it's about time to do that. Get into some stuff today. What's up? Academiaciated. I think I said it right that time. Appreciate you stopping in, my man. This guy's looking at the bubbles. Like, not typical boring day right now. We're in a crucial point right now, I believe. Bitcoin sitting at 29.8. I'm giving it another week or so. I really did truly think we'd see a push towards 30K, but we didn't. Not yet, at least. So if that happens, I'm going to be looking out for a big alt season after that. So like I said, I'm giving it another week or two to push up. If it doesn't, it's going to be, I think, a local top. And I think it's time to maybe get out of some positions and see, reevaluate. I don't know. I just feel like that depression phase is here and we're so close to it. But at any point, I feel like we could rip too. So I've been in this game for 5 years now. So my gut's telling me 35K or 27K in 2 weeks. So I'm playing it day by day. But there's a lot of bullish things happening. I'm looking at stuff like Solana, stuff like Matic, all these SEC coins that were deemed securities, but they did nothing wrong. Because the fault of other people, they got thrown under the bus. So it's nothing to do with anything wrong with Polygon, nothing wrong with Avalanche itself. It just got lumped in with a bunch of other coins. And the other thing I'm also keeping my eye out on is Binance. If Binance can't hold like the $200 range, if it dips below there, I think that's going to be a sign of what's to come. I think Binance, for me, that's what I'm looking at right now. That's going to be my marker. Now that the XRP lawsuit settled kind of unexpectedly, I thought it was going to be more towards the end of summer in September. But I think that now with the Fed Now stuff coming out next week on July 20th, that's what I'm holding out for. So I think we might have one more pump left in Bitcoin that kind of catches people off guard. But, we'll see. We got 2 days until that wallet releases or the Fed Now platform releases. So that's on Wednesday. So I think we'll have a good pulse on the system then. Let's see where things are going. But guys, I think we're at that point where we could fall off a cliff tomorrow or we could pump to 35K. So, it's hard to be ready for both situations, but I am personally, and that's what you should get, where you should get yourself in that position. If Bitcoin pumps to 35K, do you have the right altcoins that are going to move next? That's what you should be looking at. Like I said, the whole market moves in cycles. If we can get Bitcoin to pump up, I think we'll get a bigger alt push. If not, if Bitcoin kind of hovers and flattens out, I think altcoins will pump maybe 30, 40%, but not as hard as expected. I think the XRP lawsuit kind of really threw a damper into my bullish scenario for this year. I was really expecting that to happen, like I said, in a couple months from now. But, that's okay. The ETF stuff is now what I'm keeping my eye out on. It's also really funny that on CoinMarketCap, right on the top tab here, they have an FTX bankruptcy estate tab and alleged SEC security tab. So it's really funny just looking at all these coins that are on the SEC alleged security tab. It's like, half of the crypto list, but is what it is. Not at the fault of these projects. That's why I'm so bullish. And I feel like at any moment, these things could take off. We could see a dollar Matic. We could see a $40 Solana. A 50-cent Cardano. I feel like that could just happen overnight. We saw it with the XRP lawsuit, how that dragged up the whole market. So keeping my eye out on it. So checking out this crypto meter here. Now we got looking at the Bitcoin metrics. I really like this website, cryptometer.io. Kind of gives you a feel for what the Bitcoin moves are right now, and the fact that there's more sellers than buyers. I'm actually bullish on that right now. All the selling coming in before the 20th, before the Fed Now stuff. I don't know. This market likes to keep people off guard. It likes to make it do the unexpected. So I think we have a couple scenarios in play here. So these ETFs, if they get approved this year, I think the big money's going to front run the cycles, and it's going to be an early bull run. Everyone's going to be waiting for the pump to happen around the Bitcoin halving. But if we get an ETF before then, I think the Bitcoin halving will then be the sell the news event, not the launch of the ETF. So be really careful with that. The whole point of this ETF is to get retail in and get them wrecked. So whether they get them in at 40K, 50K, 60K, I think it's going to be closer to 40 or 50. And if that happens, then Bitcoin's definitely not hitting 100K. They're not going to let the average retailer double up on their money. I just don't see it happening. That's why I don't think this ETF is going to come until closer to the halving, when Bitcoin is around 50, 60K. And then maybe to 80, 90 would be the move from there. But we'll see. We got Valkyrie too. Whoa. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. I guess sorry about that. Hex Bull, my man. Appreciate you stopping in. FedNow's a great idea to have one world currency that we run by a fantastic doctor named Bill Gates. Extremely bullish on centralized tokens that will inflate like crazy. Yeah, bro, it's really funny. So let me pull up this tweet over here. Where was it from? Anders, I believe. Anders Lundberg. Anders Anderson. So on the other hand, if you look at RippleNet, you'll see Bank of America, Merrill Lynch on the steering committee. It's probably a pretty good presumption that JP Morgan and Bank of America are pretty competitive. I think of JP Morgan's latest news as more of a shot across the bow towards our other banks rather than Ripple in particular. But I do think that it might cause all the RippleNet banks to pick up their pace a bit. Everyone in RippleNet wants to be seen as both a thought and execution leader. You can't be that if you're second. This guy from Morgan Stanley was interviewing me last week, and I asked him, so is Morgan Stanley going to use the JPM coin? Probably not. Will Citi use it? Will PNC? And the answer is no. So we're all going to have these different coins, and we're back to where we are, a lack of interoperability. So this is solving nothing. JPM coin and having their own private walled off ecosystem solves nothing. And it's so funny to me that these banks are insistent on having their own stable coins, their own coins, when the future is so clearly interoperability. Ask Chris from the Verse. He'll tell you that. Let's think about this. Brad Garlinghouse further weighed in. Let's think about this. JP Morgan announced the JPM coin for institutional customers. If you give them $1 as deposit, they'll give you a JPM coin that you can then move in the JPM ledger. Wait a minute. Just use the dollar. I really don't understand what problem that solves. So there you go. It's not going to work, guys. I'm not worried about this at all. I was at first. I was kind of worried about legislation, about DeFi being really, really halted. It's not the case at all. Just look at what's going on in Europe and look at the companies that are going and meeting with the regulators, the people who are going and consulting with them. Binance, A16, Bitstamp, all the biggest players in the game are meeting with the regulators to make sure that they don't do anything stupid, that they enforce and they put out legislation that helps the ecosystem grow and thrive. And now we see Valkyrie's BRR spot ETF enters the SEC's NASDAQ rulemaking list. That's hilarious. That is trading under BRR. I don't know if that's a meme or not, but guys, this is the second time that they filed for this. They filed in July 17th, 2023. Notice of filing for the rule change. But where was it? The filing is Valkyrie's second attempt to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF in the US. Family Investment Fund previously proposed listing in the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust on the New York Stock Exchange in January of 2021. Facing regulatory pushback from the SEC, Valkyrie will still be able to launch a futures-based ETF in October of 2021. The public can submit feedback on the proposal during a 21-day comment period or up until August 7th. However, the SEC has 45 days from the time of publication of the notice in the Federal Register or within a longer period up to 90 days to approve or disapprove the rule change. So that's 3 months right there from filing. So that puts us into October. So I don't know if that's the last step or if there's another step they have to go to get approved. But the renewed optimism over Bitcoin's ETFs has been fueled by BlackRock refiling on June 29th. Previously, ARK Investment had also filed an application for a spot ETF in April, which became its third try to get such a product approved by the SEC. So there you go right there, guys. It's only a matter of time. And this is so important because when this launches, when the spot ETF comes out is going to dictate, I think, the top of the market. If this comes out before the halving, we might have, I think, a super cycle where Bitcoin goes crazy to maybe 125, 130K. If this comes out in 2024 after the halving, it's going to be the sell the news event. Like I said, so if this comes out sometime the end of this year, I think the Bitcoin halving could be the sell the news event. As crazy as that sounds, that could be the top of this cycle. We might have an insane bull run to start off next year. So there's a lot of things that are at play here. So just keep an eye out for it. But be ready for anything. That's the most important thing, is you have to be ready for both sides. If Bitcoin pumps to 35K, if Bitcoin drops down to 27K, do you have your bags ready? Do you have all your altcoins packed? Have you accumulated all the potential blue chips out there that I think we're never going to see? XLM. We've been talking about that for months on this channel. Now I'm super bullish on XLM, more than even XRP. I think it's the sleeping giant. They're already MoneyGram. Everyone uses MoneyGram to send money around. Workers, migrants, people like that. They're never going to stop using that peer-to-peer transfer. So they've taken over that market. So, last month, we've been talking at 7, 8, 9 cents. I mean, it pumped up to 17 cents on the XRP news. So these coins move in tandem. So has it set a new floor? Like, we might never ever see XLM under 10 cents again. And there will come a time. So these are the times, even though if you're not bullish on it or you don't like it, I think it's too risky not to have a bag of HBAR at 5 cents, at a bag of XLM at 10 cents, a bag of Casper at 3.5 cents. I just don't know if we'll ever have these buying opportunities again. So I'm not risking it. I'm ready for it to pump, and I have all my bags packed. But as we stay consolidating, going sideways and chopping, I can just add more to my bags. Ones that if some new news comes out, like Kava. I was really, really close to dumping my Kava, even though it pays 19% staking. Well, they just announced a project last week saying that Tether is coming to the Cosmos ecosystem via Kava. So that bridge from Ethereum to Cosmos through Kava, that's huge in my opinion. So that's a reason I'm going to keep Kava. I'm going to hold on to it long term, for the next 5-10 years. I just don't see these prices coming back, especially if an ETF gets approved this year, heading into the halving. I mean, man, you forget about these prices right now. We're going to see stuff mooning, and we haven't even talked about Go Hard yet. So this guy right here is a legend. I really am starting to like this guy, Richie Torres, down in New York. He's really coming after the SEC. And he's calling them overzealous traffic cops. In a letter addressed to Gary Gensler, Representative Torrest said he's writing to inquire if the SEC intends to come to terms with the folly of the commission's crusade against crypto assets in the light of the latest decision by Judge Annalisa Torres on the Southern District of New York. Needless to say, regulation by enforcement has had a dreadful day in court, referring to the ruling. The ruling reinforces that regulatory agencies are not the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to digital assets. That said, it's only a first step. Appeals will almost certainly follow, and even this ruling doesn't address many other important issues. Representative Torres appears to agree. In his Tuesday letter to Gensler, he calls the SEC's application of the Howey test, known as the legal gold standard, whether in determining an asset to be a security, as sloppy. He urges the SEC to reconsider the use of the Howey test, as the summary judgment points out that it places too much emphasis on needing to prove the presence of an investment contract. So guys, I don't know if this is all coincidence that it's happening 2 days before Fed now, but all of a sudden, the tides are turning. The SEC is now the bad guy. Crypto is no longer the enemy. Ripple won. They're laughing at the fact that they're even calling them a security. It's no longer even to be hinted at, according to this judge, which I'm super bullish on. XRP now. So Coin Paprika, FYI, is the only website that I'm using now. I use CoinMarketCap because it's easy to track everything, but just for honest truth, Coin Paprika is the one. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened to I can't even remember it. What the heck was the name of it? Wow, I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't even have it. Wow, I can't even remember the name of the old ranking site that used to be the only honest one, but I love to see that we have the entire nomics. Yeah, that's right. Not wow. Wow. Good shot. Good call there, Davis. I don't know. This has been so long. But we got Pulsechain at number 40, HEX from Pulsechain at number 36, Wrapped Pulse at 57. And where's PulseX? Did I miss that? PulseX can't be higher. So PulseX isn't even in the top 100. Oh, there it is. There we go. PulseX. Wow, nice logo there on PulseX. They got Phantom and PulseX's logo. That's hilarious. Look at this. PulseX. That nice blue Phantom. So, guys, that's PulseX, Pulsechain, Wrapped Pulse, HEX from Pulsechain, and then HEX on Ethereum, potentially. So that's 5 coins in the top 100. And if these other sites ever play ball, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, the day they have to be honest, this is more bullish for us. I'd rather us be in this position now and us being able to get out in front of people instead of the opposite, where where else can we go? When we made the climb and we're passing top 10 coins last year, or during the sacrifice period. That was awesome. Everyone got pumped up, riled around it. That's going to happen again. And we're going to get to do it with Richard Smart, which, wow, I can't believe I just said that. If Richard's smart. If Richard's smart. So when Richard actually goes and does what he did with all these different coins, with PePe, with Chainlink, with Uniswap, with Aave, Just sending the teasers out there. Come provide liquidity. Come play over here. Just, hey, come take a look. He's going to be able to do the same thing with the ranking sites and say, hey, look, HEX is now in the top 100. We have 2 HEXs in the top 50. We have my new 2 projects in the top 50. He's going to be able to flex on so many different accomplishments or achievements on moving up the rankings. It's so bullish for us, guys. I just don't, people that don't see it, I don't know what else to tell them. I mean, it's so obvious to me. And, you know, Richard's talking now about the movie. He's really supporting the documentary, which is awesome. He's heard rumors. Regal Movies is considering making the highest of stakes international and showing it in many cities for a second week. Basically, the more seats that get filled, the more they're happy to make that money in more places. So it's on us to do it, guys. It's on us to go out there, buy tickets, make a drive for a couple hours if you have to, and get out there. Well, that this is the time to get out. I'm wearing this new HEX hat. Shout out Brian Magruder. Shout out Jared over there from Rochelle Private Equity. I'm wearing the HEX hoodie because it's raining and freezing out here in upstate New York today. But I'm out just wearing the HEX gear, Pulse Chain gear, everything I can, giving out Pulse Chain cards, HEX cards, putting stickers out, everything. You know, I just put a HEX sticker on, a bumper sticker on the car. So I'm out there doing everything I can to get HEX out in front of new people, get Pulse Chain out in front of new people, because the time's coming, guys, where you're going to get left in the dust if you don't have your bags packed. And I hate to say that, and I hope it doesn't happen to anyone that's in this chat. What up? Davis Fishing with Camo Joe. What's up, bro? Saw your boat there. That's pretty sick, bro. Telling you, when you fix something yourself and you saw from what it was, like if it was all, you know, beat up or whatever, not working, you put work into it, clean it all up, and now it's fresh. It's just, I don't know, bro. Something about when you do something yourself versus just go buy it new, you just feel like proud, or you just feel good. I don't know, whatever that word is. It's just not the same as going out and buying something. So shout out to Fishing with Camo Joe. Can't wait to actually go fishing with you in the future. Thoughts on liquid loans? I personally put in the 6, 12, 18, and 24 months to the highest sacking that gave everyone 4 to 6 months. I love liquid loans. I did not sack for it. I did not. The only thing that I did was donate to Ophir. Well, I'm not sacking for any of these projects because I haven't seen one that's came out and didn't dip down to basically the sacrifice rate. And if I do sacrifices, basically to support the founders and support the people behind it. But I'm not. I love liquid loans. I'm definitely going to be using it for sure. Like providing that service is going to be so needed in the future, especially once people have a lot of X's that they made and they have a lot of Pulse Chain and stable coins. I love it, bro. I love the idea. But honestly, I did not sack for it, and I'm just going to be using the protocol. Crypto Compassion, how's it going? My man, appreciate you stopping in. Little late, power washing the house. There you go. That boy. That's right, Camo Joe, bro. Fixing shit yourself, man. I'm telling you. There's something about it. You know, these young cats out here, they don't have that wisdom as us old 38-year-olds do. Let's check out Uniswap here, pumping hard. Oh no, never mind. We just had a nice dip back down, but it's all right. We're up 26% in the last 24 hours. You know, whoa. I like that. I like that. And people were hitting me up the last couple of days asking me if these coins were dead. You know, after Richard pulled the plug, people got really nervous. And we're right back here. Was that a week ago? No. Where was it? Let me go back to the daily. A lot of people are messaging me saying, hey, bro, is it dead? Is this dead? Is the PRC20 thing dead? No, it is not, in my opinion. I think we are just getting started. Richard, I think that was a test for Richard to see what would happen, how many people would come over, how many people would tinker with it, how many people he could reach just by doing this. So I'm super excited. I think the test worked. It brought in a lot more liquidity. You know, Aave, we saw it pump up to $1 million. Let's see what PePe's liquidity is at. 30K. So that's falling. All right. So let me check out Shib. Last time I looked, it was at 58. 96K. Maybe it was higher than that. Don't get me wrong. I think it was. That's all right. I like this. I want to see these coins come and traded here. I just don't know if one of my buddies my friends that bought Ethereum Max, my friends that bought Shib, my friends that wanted all the shit coins out there, when they come back into crypto and they want to go degenning, they're not going to want to spend the ETH gas. I know it. I know they're going to ask me, where should I go get it? And I'm going to tell them, go to Pulsechain and buy it. There's no reason to spend $80 and get chopped up on fees on Uniswap when you can just do it on Pulsechain for what you're doing. I'm going to be sending people there. So I just don't see how that's not where things are going to be. I could be wrong. All whales are always going to be on Ethereum, but the small guys and the degens are going to be here on Pulsechain. So that's why stacking these coins that you believe in now that are going to be here, it's so important. I mean, look at Shib. Even after these nasty retracements and this death candle, I mean, we're setting a new floor. I mean, we're trending upwards. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's what you want to see. I mean, I can't complain with that. You know, this is crypto. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I went heavy into RBC. It's my chosen meme coin. What? I don't even know what that. How do I not know what RBC is? Real big coin. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I remember now. The BBC meme. Yeah, I like that. I like that name, but let's see what's the chart looking like. Well, damn, that's up a lot. Well, hopefully, I hope Davis. Hopefully, you crushed that shit, bro. I hope you got in on July 6th, right at the bottom at like 777, and now what's that? Quadruple up. Something like that. Jesus, what is up with that? But yeah, guys, these are accumulation times. Like people are at, like I said, they're messaging me, are these dead? Are these dead? No, this is the time of opportunity. It's so funny how when something if all of a sudden right now, PePe just goes on a tear, right? And pumps up it doubles up to 8,000 up here. Everyone's going to want to buy in. It's going to be going crazy on social media. Everyone wants to buy it. But after it retraces and it's on sale and it's on discount, no one wants it. It's crazy. So nothing has changed from my plan. I'm still stacking all my ink. I'm not swapping any of it out anymore. It's all, I've got 15.18 now on here, just letting them ride. I was swapping them all out for HEX before, but no longer. Shout out to Axis. He crushes the charts. And he's got me really bullish on the incentive token. In a couple years, when the bull run comes, he thinks it's going to be trading at a couple $100 a coin. So if that's really true, oh my God, this is going to 25x from here. So I'm not even worried about the impermanent loss right now because I don't care if it's Pulse or Pulse X. I'm not worried about it. I just know in the future, if I leave it long enough, the incentive token will rise in value to where I'll be able to swap some of it back and capture the side that I lost out on. But my first deposit was at 3.7. So I put in 10 million Pulse and 37.5 million Pulse X. So my ratio was at 3.7. I don't even think it's at there right now. It was like 3.4 the other day, 3.18. So, yeah, I just don't see this going any lower than 4 and then any higher than 2 to 1. I think it's going to fluctuate in that 2 to 1 ratio. So as long as you understand it's going to stay there, it's just a matter of time. You know, this incentive token, I like it too. I think we've potentially bottomed. I mean, I don't know. That looks pretty damn bullish to me right there, if you just don't really look at this part of the chart. But it's all right. Like people, it's so funny to me, the people that like look at Zen, for example, and they come in, they're like, oh, the Zen chart down forever. It's like, bro, nobody bought Zen. Everyone smart minted it for free. So you can't look at the price chart and say, oh, you're wrecked on Zen. Ha ha ha. Because people minted it for free. You know, I'm still minting my Zen FTs. You know, I hope you guys are too. On Zen.network. Just go and do them. You know, on Pulsechain right here. Just go log in, do MetaMask, mint Zen FT. And just go to mint and do the limited, I believe, or collectors. There we go. Max VMU, and boom. Right there. 27,000 Pulsechain. That's it. That's pennies. 25 cents, I think. Oh, no, sorry. $2.50 to do that. And now, you know, whatever. On 11/6/2024, I'm going to forget that I did this in 3 days from now. And this is like my 7th one. I'm going to regret in the future like crazy that I'm not minting these like crazy on all these chains. Like I'm telling you right now. Wow, that's funny. So all my other ones don't show up? I don't understand. So all right, well, they must be fixing the website then. But guys, this is the opportunity right here. When people are fudding the hell out of stuff, that to me is opportunity. Zen and HEX are the two most fudded, hated, despised cryptos, founders, everything in this industry. But that's good because it brings eyeballs. And people will secretly buy. They'll say, oh, yeah, I hate that guy. I hate him. I'm buying. Oh, yeah, that guy sucks. Yeah, I would never. I'm buying it over here, but I'm just not telling anyone. It's what people are doing, guys. And it's not a secret. Let's have a good laugh. If you could pull up the moon Shib crap that came across the feed a couple weeks ago. Oh, dude, that was hilarious. What was that called? FSM. Floki Shib Moon or something. Oh, dude, look at this. They put out, oh my God, bro. So this is hilarious. Hex Siren, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. You're the best. Can't wait to see you again in person at a future Hex party. All right, guys. So FSM, they came in and swarmed the hell out of this channel. Well, it was right here. They came in. Right here. And they started spamming the channel like crazy. FSM, Floki Safe Moon. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, all right, you know, let's pull up the chart. It looks good, whatever. But I was like, you know, why didn't you guys show it to me, you know, down here? You know, why'd you show it to me after like 5 straight days of green candles? And so they all came in here. They weren't even bots. They were humans. And wha-bam. 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 And so this is what they came in, shilled it, and from there on out, complete dead. Completely dead, down to $5,000 in liquidity. You could never have even made money on it. And now what did they do? FSM2, Floki Safe Moon 2.0. Even better than the first one. Launched 5 days ago. So they're going to try to pump this thing up. You know, I would guess, in my opinion. They're going to get this thing up just like they did the last one. And then the same thing's going to happen. They're going to come in, Floki Safe Moon to the moon, Floki Safe Moon. Was that the name of it? Yeah. Floki Safe Moon 2.0. This time's going to be better. This time's different. The same thing's going to happen. And it's with everyone. So if you're buying meme coins, you have to be prepared for this. Like when people that actively seek them, I don't even know what I guess RBC is the hottest one. The Thank You Richard Hart coin. Was that a meme coin, I think? You know, I can't even keep track of them. But meme coins isn't my thing. You know, I have my bag of PePe on here that I accumulated. I made a bunch. I sold like 8 million Pulsechain worth at the top of this pump up here and rebought it all for like 2.6 or something like that. So I made millions of Pulsechain. Now I'm just holding my moon bag, PePe 2. or PePe, sorry, PePe and PePe I'm holding, and then Shib over here just because I think people are going to come over. And then the blue chips. That's it. And look at Uniswap and Chainlink too. You know, even if you guys, I told so many people this last week, this is the opportunity to buy Chainlink. You know, it was hovering at 2.5 cents and then it dumped down here to under 2 cents. And a couple of my friends text me and were like, bro, I think we just got scammed. And sure enough, a day later, look where we are. You know, I think what this is right here, I could be wrong, but I think it's people that are finding their coin. These whales on Ethereum, they whatever they finally gets around to them, that they have a bag on Pulsechain. They saw Pulsechain, something, whatever. They come in, they realize it's there, and they just dump it, and they gank their money out, which is fine. That's what we want, because out of every 10 people doing that, 1 or 2 will stick around, and it's just a numbers game. So I'm bullish on this long term. I'm holding them. I've made millions of Pulsechain on Link 2. Millions. And it looks like we have a rec chart now. I don't know what's going on here. But guys, this is opportunity. You know, these coins aren't going anywhere. We saw the power of one of Richard's tweets with Aave, with Link. He's done it with multiple communities. Nothing will change in the future if he does it again. Or another influencer does it again. The documentary's coming out, guys. People need to understand how big this could be. The highest of stakes. You know, there's nothing else like it in all of crypto. You know, we're starving. There hasn't been a good movie release I could think of in years. We went to see Avatar 2, and it wasn't nearly as good as the first one. It was actually kind of a disappointment. So I could see this actually, you know, picking up some steam. Especially the time we're in now, the Fed now, while it's going live, the Ripple lawsuit just settled. There's all crypto is kind of in the mainstream right now. So this is perfect timing for it to come out. So if you haven't got your tickets, go get them. Buy some extras. If you can't go and you know someone that can, buy them tickets. You know, that's the Hexagon way. We got to fill these seats, and we got to get this worldwide. You know, it will come back to benefit us. Let's see, check the screenings here. So the closest one to me, I'm probably going to be Dayton, Ohio, probably like 6-7 hours away. I'm going to try to go to the Massachusetts one, though. I'm still not ruling it out, Tommy D. Still could be a potential. Where is it? I know there was a Massachusetts. There it is. Marlboro. Highest of stakes, baby. Let's go. It's in 2D. Come on, man. Richard plays 4D.
Okay, we are set for you, Richard. What do you want people to know about you? You got a big dick. This here is $3.1 million.
Yes. Oh, my God. I can't wait to go see that. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. Oh, guys. We're on the edge right now. I'm playing it. If Bitcoin falls off a cliff right here, I think this is the local top. You know, alts, we're going to get a little run up, and then it might be time to get out for a little while. You know, but I just don't see that coming with the Fed now stuff. I think Bitcoin's going to hover. It's going to move up towards 32K towards the end of the week, and then we're going to have a little alt push. I'm going to speak it into existence, and it's going to happen. And then we're going to be able to take some profits and then kind of scale back. You know, reconfigure, recalibrate, and see what's going on. You know, we got our dips in Pulsechain. PulseX is still 67% below SAC rate. We got HEX under 3 cents combined value. So we're chopping sideways. But one of these times, we're not going to come back. And I think it's going to be, my gut tells me it's going to be in a couple months. But, man, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to see a Bitcoin pump up to 32K. And then hold. I want it to hold 30. I don't want it to break down, but we need one more rinse. You know, I think it's going to happen with the Mt. Gox stuff. That's going to be the fun that we start hearing in the next month or two. And I think September is going to be ugly. So I'm going to be scaling out here. I'm playing it by day, honestly. You know, the altcoins I'm in right now, be scaling out over the next month, I think. Near Protocol, Kava, some of these coins. I think Near is going to run up, hopefully to $2. That's what I'm hoping for. And then get out and rebuy the dip. It's how you stack. That's how you win without taking risks. And then all in the meantime, they're staked for me in Atomic Wallet. I know people have gotten hacked, whatever. One of my friends did, but he was using Android mobile. That's it. I don't know anyone that got hacked using Mac or iOS. It was all Android users. So we got HEX at almost at a penny. All right, so we're seeing. I think that the bottom was it. I don't think we are. I thought we might see a half a cent, but that was nice to see. Whoa, ApeCoin, Jesus. We're not aping into ApeCoin. No. Algorand, I just bought more of in my ITRUST IRA. Actually sold some, what I saw, I had some Engine coins still in there. I don't even know why, but I think Engine's dead, so I just can't see Engine outperforming Algorand. So loaded up some more Algorand. I just think the SEC, they being a security, it's all fun. Solana, Algorand, Matic, they got dragged into this because of the incompetence of others. Nothing that they did wrong. One more all-time low would really rinse the plebs. Yeah, that's not happening, though. There's no way Bitcoin's going below 25K. If it does, something bad will have to happen. But it could be, bro. Like, that could be the liquidity crisis that they cause. That's what's going to be the catalyst, in my opinion, is banks are going to keep collapsing slowly but surely, and then they're going to create a liquidity crisis where they need the on-demand liquidity. They need instant settlement with the Federal Reserve. And you can kind of see it right now that's where they're pushing. In 2008, when I first got into real estate, I'll never forget, everybody was begging to save the banks. You got to save the banks. We got to save the banks. We got to save the banks. And look what happened. And that we got 15 years later, banks writing the shittiest loans they've ever written, selling them to pension funds, selling them to our parents' retirement funds, to our families' retirement funds that worked their whole lives. And then they're shorting them on the way down when they're crashing. So it's disgusting how it works. And crypto, I think, gives us a chance, gives the people a chance. It's like anything. A gun could be used to kill people, or it could be used for you to hunt and survive. Guns don't kill people. People do. It's a tool, which can be used for good or bad. Crypto is the same thing. It's a tool that can be used to free humanity or enslave humanity. So crypto isn't bad. It's the intentions behind it. It's what people do with it. So they get PLS. Yes, 100%. I think we could easily with Pulsechain make a new all-time low. I don't think that's out of the question at all. I don't think it's going to happen, but we might. What was the low? Jesus. All right. Well, okay, the hour. Jeez. That is why is this so zoomed out? So is it 780? Is that the low? 776. So, I mean, what's that? A 30% dip from here? I don't know. I want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong and say I don't see it happening, but this is crypto. I mean, that would be, if that happens though, Davis, that will be the ultimate bottoming signal, when Richard is now the ultimate scammer, because HEX is in the dumps. Pulsechain is now, 3 months, 4 months in a row that it's just going down the drain, volume decreasing. But I just don't see that happening. With the movie coming, I just don't see it happening. But I could be wrong. But on that one, I don't think so. I think we had our opportunity, back in June to accumulate. But still, even at freaking, what are we, 5% above sacrifice rate, wherever we are, 12% above, how undervalued Pulsechain is compared to some of these other cryptos that people that I work with are stacking and are obsessed with. It's crazy. So we are in such a good spot right now, all of crypto. We need, I think one more flush is coming. I don't know what's going to cause it, but there's going to be one nasty event that happens before we can really pump. I just feel it coming. It's going to happen, I think, around September, in my opinion. That'll give us 6 months to the halving after to recover. And that could be the bull run, the ETF release, and the blow off top at the halving. And then that's it, a big disappointment. Or we just kind of trend sideways till the end of the year-ish. We get the halving, a nice pump for the halving, and then ETF news and an ETF release in mid-2024. And then the blow off top could happen, or the cycles, that news that's not the sell the news event, the cycles maintain the 4-year cycle, and we have our Bitcoin high in mid to late 2025. So no one knows. No one's got a crystal ball, and if they do know, send them my way because I want to hear it first. Oh, by the hell out of that dip, at least 3 racks. It's really, a dip is coming back. A nasty dip is coming. But I think we're going to see a little pump. Altcoins are too undervalued right now. Bitcoin was the only thing that really moved this year. Bitcoin pumped and the altcoins didn't move. So I think altcoins need to catch up and then we dip, but I don't know, who knows? I could be completely wrong. And we just pump to the moon or we just go down like crazy. But I feel like the alt season, that's where we're headed. Personally, that's what I'm playing for, but I'm going to be ready for the opposite, for a capitulation. And I'll be out selling everything I could find to buy that damn dip. So that's all I got for today, guys. Keep an eye out on Bitcoin. I really do think we got a week or so. If we don't make a move up to 31, 32K, and we start falling down towards 29, you might want to think about scaling out temporarily because a little rinse is needed. A rinse is coming. And definitely be ready for it. Most of my crypto friends think I'm crazy buying more. Well, yeah, bro, you'll be the one. You already know. You already know. Lead them to water. Can't force them to invest. You cannot. This is opportunity. Then the cycles repeat. They very, very, very closely repeat. So I think, what was it, July 17th? Or no, today was the day, I think. July 18th was 666 days. I forget what it was. Facing Rally told me that's going to mark a bottom because it's 66 or 666 days from something. So we got the Illuminati confirmed. The bottom is in for the Richard Hart ecosystem. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right, guys, like, share, subscribe. Shout out Brian Magruder for this sick buy and burn Hex Pulse. Freaking awesome hat. You guys are legends out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.